Good morning, imperfectionist family. How are you guys this morning? I am excited about this day. I am thankful for this day. I'm appreciative of this day, and I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you for tuning in with me this morning. I hope last week, I know I kind of veered to the left. I hope I didn't lose you because it's all part of the process. And I hope you can appreciate where I'm going with this because ultimately, I want us to be successful. I want us to be victorious. I want us to be able to tear down some walls in our life, and anything that's been holding us back, we're going to let it go. We are going to move forward in victory. We are going to walk in success. We are going to walk in abundance because guess what? We are abundantly blessed people. Yes, we are. And I want you to know that this morning. And last week I talked to you about well-being. The other side of well-being is mental health. Okay? So that's my question for you. What's the state of your mental health? Okay, think about that because I know a lot of people are struggling with various things. I won't even try to name them. There are, even though I said I wasn't going to try to name them, but hey, I know there's some addiction, there's depression, there's oppression, there are some mindsets that have been passed down from generation to generation. And I believe we are in the time when it's time to disrupt some of those mindsets that are causing us lack of sleep at night, causing us to show up in this world as angry people. It's time for us to confront some things that are really affecting us. And I know we've been taught, you don't tell everybody your business, right? Because it seems that we're in a world where people are me. So they're not necessarily concerned with your business. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't think people have been granted true, full permission to be vulnerable. And so when we lack vulnerability, we choose to not share what's really troubling us and we hold on to it. But here's the thing. You think you're hiding it. You're not, because it shows up in your life. It shows up in how you carry yourself, how you portray yourself to the world. That's what shows up because you chose not to release the vulnerability, to be vulnerable, to release really what's troubling you. So I ask you, what is it? What has literally snatched you? There's an expression, the jaws of death. What has literally snatched you and held on to you? When you hold on to things and don't give it a voice, you have a pain that you need to give a voice. You have a hurt, a situation. And a lot of times we get so caught up in not wanting to let people know how we feel, or if we do let them know how we feel, that person might need to get ready, because a lot of times they're going to take it for what somebody else did. And that's why it's really important. Last week when I stated, I have a mantra where I'm like, I release energies that do not positively serve me. If we do not release those things, do you know how the expression a mountain can turn into a mole hill, volcano that will erupt when all we had to do was confront it? A lot of times we have to be perfectly clear. You can't heal what you won't confront. And I just had someone say this to me recently, that as they're learning, and I love this because this was another minister, so I'm so grateful for this person being vulnerable with me. I'm learning that I have to go inside. However, as I go inside, it's some situations that are painful to confront and deal with. And I found myself saying to this person, I love that for you. I love that for you. Why do I love this for that person? Because that's where your true healing lies. That's where your mental health can really start the journey of victory that you are here to live. You're here to live victorious. So that means in order to do that, you gotta go to some dark places in your life. And listen, I say this to you because I had to do it. I had to. I think I told you, I had to come to you from a place of my healing, from my wholeness. I literally, and this is gonna sound crazy, and I get confirmation on things, so I love this because I just read a devotion that confirmed what I was feeling and what I had done. I really, literally had to thank somebody for the part of their journey that did me wrong. Think about that. How do you thank the person that really caused you heartbreak, that caused you disappointment? How do you thank them? The last thing in this world you want to do is thank them. But when I tell you, that's part of your healing process. To go to that painful place, to deal with that painful person. And here's the thing, you don't always have to go to a person. You don't always have to do that. You can just literally put them up in the atmosphere. Because remember, life and death are in the power of the tongue, which lets us know this universe is always listening. So as the universe and God and the angels are listening, that lets you know it's being taken care of. The main thing is, don't hold on to it in your heart. Even Alcoholics Anonymous, what's the first step they tell you? What's the first step? Now, I love to say this because I am not a drinker, even though when I go out, you wouldn't know it. Side note there, I'm a minister, I'm a motivational speaker, but I love to party. I love to have a good time. So if you see me out there wilding a little bit, my little ratchet side come out, that's because I know who I am. I'm able to live life and enjoy it, okay? So just wanted to share that with you. But the first step to Alcoholics Anonymous is to admit the problem. When we admit it and mean it. Because a lot of people go to Alcoholics Anonymous and drug rehab because their family want them to, or, it'll get them brownie points somewhere. Some people, it'll get them back in their family's trust, will, and all that stuff. But when you really sincerely reach a point where you're like, you know what? I want to heal from this. I want to be a better person. I want to live the life that I desire. And here's the thing, you can be, do, or have anything you want. You can live it, but you gotta be willing to do the work. Work is not easy. I promise you. And here's the thing, this is why I say we're imperfectly perfect, because even though we may do some work, life, and I like the term someone recently said to me, life is lifing. So when life is lifing, you may get, oh, wait a minute, hold on, get hit, and like, where did that come from? But you know what? Wherever it came from, you got a response. How do you respond? Again, are you gonna cower down? Are you gonna man or woman up? What are you gonna do? It's all in your control. And when you get to that point that, you know what, you can start just smiling, dancing in the ring. There's an illustration of peace, right? And the assignment, what does peace look like to you? And the person drew a bird on a branch in the middle of a storm, sitting there in a state of peace. What does that say? You have that same power to trust that no matter what storms are raging in your life, you can take the route that you're going to have peace. Because peace is so important to your overall well-being and definitely for your mental health. You can do it. And you'll get to the point whereas you'll become mindful of conversations that you engage in. Because you have to, I find myself now, this sounds crazy. I find myself now, like if I'm in certain conversations, I'm like, does this add value to my life? Does it? What is this doing to my mental health, my overall well-being? Is this bringing me up or is it pulling me down? Which one is it? If I know it's the latter, it's pulling me down, that conversation has to come to an end. Okay? We are people on purpose. And our purpose is to live life abundantly. Live it to the fullest. Enjoy things. I know it feels like, well, I don't have enough finances. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough help. I'm here to say you do. You just got to put your faith on it. You got to put your faith. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that are not seen. You got to put your faith on it. And once you put your faith on it and you believe, and know this, belief is a thought that you continue to think over and over. So as you're thinking these thoughts, what value are the thoughts adding? Is it enhancing you or is it pulling you down? And when you look at life from that lens, that will help you. That will help you. And here's the thing. Whether you are aware or not, because I know growing up in the church, because I grew up in a Baptist church, I ended up in a non-denominational church. I've been a part of Church of God in Christ. I've been Pentecostal. I've been a part of all of that. There's a law of attraction in the universe. Okay, this law of attraction is always listening. It's always listening, always listening. So if you're constantly speaking doom and gloom over yourself and you're talking about, oh, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm ugly. Oh, well, you'll always feel that way. I'm here to say you're not. I'm here to say you're big boned, you're blessed, you're bountiful. But don't ever speak negative over yourself. In fact, I just recently told a girlfriend, she was really, and it's, see, I tell you, spirit confirmed so many things for me. Because prior to engaging in conversation with her, I found myself randomly thinking, this is how much, I stay connected. Oh, you know what? Women spend so much time trying to talk men out of not liking them. And what I mean by that, women will find themselves, oh, I'm fat. Now the guy could be looking at you thinking you're the most beautiful thing in the world, but you don't see yourself that way. You like, oh, I'm fat, I'm this. Men do the same thing, like, hey, I instead of a six pack, I got a beer belly or whatever. Don't matter. It's some women that love and gonna grab your beer belly and rub all over it. Women, it's some men that love themselves some thick women. And guess what? I'm thick, so I know this. So I speak from experience. So I had a friend say to me, yeah, this guy, I keep telling him how I'm fat. And he's like, you're not fat to me. You're not fat. And so I said, you know what, Spirit, thank you. Because I was just thinking about this a little while ago. We tend to talk people out of it, out of liking us because of our insecurities. So that's part of the things that affect our mental health as well, our insecurities. Don't try to get people to grab onto your insecurities. Let them go. Walk in security. Walk in your authority. Walk in your power. You're beautiful. Period. Know this. And what I want you to do is work on your inside. So your inside can line up with your outside, because a lot of people are beautiful outside and ugly inside, or vice versa. They're ugly outside, but beautiful inside. So what I want to happen is it all to come together. What's that saying? Make it make sense. That's what happens when we deal with our mental health. We get to a point where we can make it make sense. And that's where I'm going to end today. As I release you, that's my thing. I'm releasing you into this beautiful day. A day that has been made for each and every one of us. We're here. We're here. So we got to live it. And I don't want you to just exist. I I want you to live it. And I know to get to the point of really, truly living it, we got to deal with our mental health. Because it's all about perception. Perception becomes your reality. So I want your reality is that you see yourself whole. You see yourself beautiful. You see yourself wise. You see yourself confident. You see yourself as God sees you. I don't think I had an opportunity to share with you all. This right here is my reminder that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, according to Psalms 139:14. So I want you all to know that as being made in the image of God, you're unstoppable. Don't ever forget that. All right. So my beloved imperfectionist family, have a super amazing day. And listen, drop a comment in the chat. Share this video. This is about encouragement. And again, it's just to help me live on purpose. I love you guys. I appreciate you for joining me. And again, have a super, super amazing day. God bless.